Welcome, my beautiful friends. Glad you can join me here. So, this is for people that are feeling a bit lost in life or broken-hearted. Maybe some of you are going through some type of a depression, dark night of the soul. Maybe you're having to reassess your life. Maybe some of your life goals didn't work out, but my advice is keep fighting, guys. Keep going forward. Now, I've dealt these cards. Okay, we've got the hidden energy with the Fool, and then we have a 9 card spread here. Okay, I'm going to use my inner guides. I'm also going to use some knowledge of Jungian archetypes and psychology to look at the reading, to see how I can guide you through the problems you're facing right now. Okay, let's begin with the first card, which is the hidden energy. The Fool card. The Fool says, and it is hidden, this is something you're not seeing. The Fool is saying to you, it's time to begin again. It's time to pick up the pieces of my life and start moving forward, to have faith in myself again. The shadow aspect of the Fool is also saying to you, collective, there are wounds I have within myself that I need to face, that I need to address. There's things that maybe were too difficult for me. Maybe I've lived in denial of certain facts within my life, and I need to look at those. Maybe I need guidance. Maybe I need some type of counselling to deal with these wounds and problems. This reading is all about yourself. This is about your journey. This has got nothing to do with anyone else, collective. This has nothing to do with past lovers or any of that crap. Unfortunately, we have lots of these readings all over YouTube. These readings are saturating YouTube. I do them myself because, this is what people want to hear. But I feel this reading is more important. This reading is just about you and about how you can get back on track. Okay, so the Fool is saying, have faith. Have faith. Take that leap. Have bravery and courage. Okay, it is the beginner energy. It's the naive energy. It's nice in life when we are beginners, when we start a class. Maybe we go and do some kind of martial arts or yoga. Maybe we start an art class. Maybe we learn to play a new instrument. Whatever it is, guys, it's that energy of I'm starting from the beginning. And it's a nice feeling. Get back into that energy. Re-establish some hobbies, okay? Do the things that you used to love that you abandoned. The next card, guys, is the 7 of Cups reversed. This is actually a good card. In the upright, this means illusions. This means confusion. In the reverse, it means I now see the delusions. I now see where I was believing things that weren't real. I'm starting to smell the coffee. I'm starting to wake up. I realise I have to change. I realise I'd been lied to. I'd been misled. So the 7 of Cups reversed is a good card, collective. It's forcing you to take off those rose-coloured glasses and to re-empower yourself without delusional thinking. So this is a good card coming after the hidden energy of the Fool. It means that you're finally starting to see the truth of where your life is. Maybe that's why some of you have come to this read. Because you feel that, okay, I'm beginning to see where I've gone wrong. I want some guidance. I want some help. So for some of you, there's nothing wrong with going into some type of maybe group therapy or getting guidance. If some of you are really struggling or hurt in life, okay. If it's for those of you who have gone through heartbreak, it's just simply the fact that you're beginning to see the truth of what that relationship meant, who you were in the relationship, who they were in the relationship, and it's a matter of you learning to accept that. The next card following the 7 is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, again, is a very spiritual card. It's saying to you, collective, Okay, let's take a pause. Let's reflect. Let's go within and look at ourselves. Let's address things that we weren't addressing. Maybe there were things friends and family were saying to you guys that you couldn't accept. You know, people maybe were trying to advise you, but the High Priestess is saying, look, you have the answers within. You don't need anyone on the outside to give you any answers or any type of validation. The truth is within your own silence and your own solitude. Do not fear the solitude. This is where spiritual awakening happens. So this is a great time for you guys. Even though you're suffering, in that darkness, you will find light. And within that light is truth. The truth that is within yourself. The truth that you need to learn. How can you do things better the next time around? How can you be that better person? How can you ensure that you don't get fooled again? Trust your intuition. That's what the High Priestess is saying. Trust your gut. When you saw the red flags in the past, guys, maybe you didn't take action. Maybe you made excuses for these people. Maybe you took these people back and you ended up paying twice for the lesson you should have learnt the first time round. Following the High Priestess, we have the Ace of Wands. This is a card saying that at some point in the near future, collective, you're going to get inspired again. You're going to get that passion. Maybe it's a sexual energy, a creative energy. Okay, maybe there's going to be something new that you desire. You're on your own here. Okay? How do you cultivate the flame of the Ace of Wands? That fire. This creative energy. How do you make sure that that fire isn't fleeting? That it doesn't just simply, evaporate? This is about the High Priestess now from solitude handing you this flame of creative inspiration and taking it in your hands and running with it and going towards the things you love again. Next we have the Nine of Swords. This is saying to you, collective, okay, I feel some anxiety now. I'm alone. I accept the fact that I'm by myself. I accept the fact that I'm out in the world again and I'm doing things again. And it feels a bit uncomfortable. I have some anxiety. This is what the Nine of Swords is saying. You feel a bit anxious. You feel a little bit afraid that you're doing this again. But this fear leads to the Three of Cups. There's sunshine coming in now. Your soul tribe is here. Your people are here. The people that were around you before, your friends, your family, they're here. Your support group is here. Perhaps you're going to do some type of passion project with a friend or with a new business partner. Okay? This is coming after a period of solitude and self-reflection, a period of pain. Now your soul tribe is here. People are starting to see you smile again. People are starting to see you happy again. And you're attracting that energy. You're starting to socialize again, to go out. And new opportunities will begin opening for you. Next we have Judgment. This is your awakening. This is you transitioning into a new version of yourself. You're doing a self-audit. You're looking at how you were betrayed, collective, but you're also looking at how perhaps you betrayed others. Perhaps how you betrayed yourself. You're starting to ask the hard questions. The questions that were too difficult for you to ask before. This is about facing not only the positive aspects of yourself, but also looking at your shadow. This is a very good card, collective. This is about self-awareness. This is about learning to ground yourself again and to take stock of the mistakes you made. Not just simply pointing the finger at others, but also looking within. So I like this reading so far. Okay, this is very good. This means that you're willing to do the hard work to change. You're willing to look at yourself. Okay, and ask tough questions. I feel that this whole process is going to strengthen you. As Carl Jung used to say, the only way out is through. The only way out from your pain is through the pain. So by going through this process, I feel this is a process of transformation. By going through this process, there's going to be a rebirth. There's going to be a new version of you. I feel that people are not going to recognize who this new person is. Okay? Following this, we have the Six of Swords. This is about finding peace now. This is about moving forward, away from all the pain from the past, moving forward onto new horizons. You're starting to see other shores in the distance, new horizons, something beautiful you can see in the future. There is something beautiful waiting for you. For some of you, this could involve traveling. You could go to other countries, meet people away in other countries, new cultures, experience new things. But this is also about calling your energy, no longer feeling the pain or those strong emotions that you felt. It's about getting more into kind of a mental energy, an intellectual energy. This is led up by the Four of Cups. This is about, again, it's about being calm, sitting with yourself, saying to the world, look, I'm not so ready for those of you who are heartbroken, it's saying, I'm not so ready just yet to accept love from outside. I'm willing to give myself that love. I'm willing to learn to love myself again. Again, this is about not seeking validation from the outside. Realizing that the most important person in your life is you. That's what this card is saying here. So there is growth here. The most beautiful card is the Magician card, which comes at the end, collective. Okay, let me show you this. You see this figure here, this magician, who we know as Merlin, maybe Gandalf, maybe Yoda from Star Wars. This is the archetype of that wizened, magical figure who has been studying the esoteric. This is about you now having all the tools. Okay, going through this process of spiritual awakening, having all the tools now that you need to manifest a beautiful new life. Whatever it is that you may have abandoned, maybe there was a business or a project or something you loved that you sacrificed in the past because you were doing too much for other people, maybe doing too much for a particular person. This Magician card is saying to you, I have the power now and the tools I need to look forward into the future and manifest my goals, my dreams, to create that new life. This is a very beautiful card for you, collective. I really like this reading. I hope that you guys gain inspiration from this. I hope that you manage to go through the pain of whatever it is you're suffering now and get on the other side, to know that that the sun is awaiting you out of this darkness. Okay, life goes on, and this is about finding not only your strength, physical strength, but mental strength and fortitude, spiritual strength. This is about your awakening and your new life. So start today, guys. Okay, don't waste time procrastinating anymore. Whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing for a long time now, get up and start doing it. Whether it is joining the gym again, whether it is working on new projects or setting up a new business, I want to encourage you guys to go and do that. And whatever has been happening in the past, you have to let that go. Take account of it, learn from it, and move forward. Take care, guys. I love all of you. Hope to see you again soon.